Our mission for this year's project is to provide students at our school with the opportunity to learn about the situations they will face either during or after graduating high school. Based on a survey students filled out in the beginning of the year, we were able to confirm that students lack knowledge when it comes to topics such as finances, taxes, resume building, post-graduation life, and more.
Due to COVID restrictions, online workshops have become our best option.
Prior to each workshop, we created surveys to get students' input before and after attending the workshop on the topic being discussed.
2 workshops are held once a month during the advisory period and after school, where guest speakers talk and explain about selected topics.
Throughout our project, we will utilize our grant money to purchase materials needed, incentives for randomly selected students who attend our workshops, and 200 planners for our students at school.
Hi everyone, my name is Luz Arias and I am one of the representatives for this team. First, I want to start off by addressing the objectives and purpose behind our spirituality project. When our club leader, Miss Luna, made us a proposition back in September 2020, we could not resist the opportunity to help. Our target was to identify a prominent issue in our community and make a plan that would strive to combat said problem. In the end, the members of this team, John, Maria Setlali, Grisa, Delilah, Guadalupe, myself, and others, decided to dedicate our collective efforts to finding psychological, beneficial techniques that would help students overcome mental obstacles in their everyday life. In doing so, we created a website which we publish our research, tips, and release podcast episodes that other students can explore when they need help but don't quite feel ready to reach out. Our hope is to explore inner healing using spirituality techniques and a mindset that will allow us to navigate through life's unprecedented difficulties. After all, we're still trying to figure out who we are and grow into the independent person we strive to be. With the resources that we were able to create, it'll allow for an effective outlet to alleviate various situations that this crazy world has to offer. We were actually first inspired to create this project due to personal obstacles that we've encountered, mostly in regards to school over the course of this pandemic. According to Inside Higher Education, 85% of college and high school students reported that this pandemic has had a negative effect on their performance. When brainstorming on the types of projects that we can achieve, we came up with various ways that are meant to relieve some mental stress, such as giving DIY fidget toy tutorials, giving tips on how to reduce test anxiety, creating calming music playlists, a guide through meditation, and a podcast. We came to the conclusion that a website would be a great fit to assemble all these ideas and formulate multiple outlets that can accommodate to anyone's needs and can have access to a wide range of information on one easy platform.
What is up, everyone? My name is John Pangan, and I'm one of the co-directors, co-host, and editor, and also graphic designer for the podcast Girls Builds View. I was here to tell you guys the process of how we worked out these situations and what we've went through on going through the whole situation, basically. I could definitely say in the beginning I was hesitant if it was actually going to happen, yet the following semester we started filming, and as I was managing all the technology, I was able to edit all the audio and edit for what we got into the 15-minute maximum requirement for YouTube, which was pretty fun and pretty challenging, if I could say. But overall, the podcast was meant for students to relate to and for students to feel like they're never alone in a situation.
And now, as the pandemic happened, you're facing those key issues that you've been avoiding all this time, and the lack of distractions that you're having makes you feel like, oh, okay, things are going bad, when in reality they were always there. Those issues were... Like
during this pandemic, I've definitely felt a lot of abandonment, depression and a lot of anxiety when it comes to education, and as teachers sometimes cannot understand of what we're going through. Sometimes we just need someone there for us, which is the point of the podcast, which I'm really excited that we get to create. And so, as we are moving on to the next episode, we are bringing up a lot more big topics like racism, sexualities, LGBTQ communities, and so much more, which you guys should stay tuned for, and I'm so excited to see you all there. Peace.
Hi, my name is Guadalupe Avina, and I'm also part of the spiritual team. After listening to the podcast, I felt a genuine sense of relief and comfort in knowing that there are people out there that felt the same overwhelming emotions, and I'm not alone in this difficult time.
Hey, my name is Alela Garcia. I'm a member of this team, and I'm going to give a bit of background on one of the most effective techniques we found for stress relief. Similar to how some people are tactical learners, there are also those who suffer from anxiety and cope best fidgeting with an object, hence the name Fidget Toy. It has been found that a preliminary study conducted by Scientific American published in 2017 argues that stress balls improve writing abilities, attitude, and attention, as well as peer interaction. In addition to the statistics previously mentioned, we have decided to include some of our members' personal experiences testing out these fidget toys. Within our club, more than half of our insiders decided that the stress ball worked best, with one of them mentioning, "The stress ball allows me to manipulate it as I see best without disturbing any of my classmates or disrupting the class. In my personal experience, the use of fidget toys alleviates my levels of anxiety throughout the day." Another one of our members stated, "An infinity cube I came across at the store last week has been a maximum help. At first I thought it would look silly or be judged by some of my classmates. On the contrary, many asked to see if they could try it out too, and wind up wanting to know where they could get one." As a result, we can compare professional studies and personal experiences among club members. Fidget toys continue to demonstrate their success in the classroom environment.
Girls GBLA here in Somewhere has opted to provide resources for all students and parents that find themselves in moments of despair within various learning environments. Our way of distributing information can be found on our website, where we upload podcasts, articles, videos, and much more. The main area of study these past couple months has been seeking and declaring our aspirations and supporting one another, which is why we find it of extreme importance and have made it our mission to supply assistance to anyone free of cost. We work in separate based areas in efforts of finding easy yet efficient methods that ease learning difficulties. Everything previously mentioned is intended for everyone's use. We often forget that we are lifelong learners and deserve support. Thank you.